What's up, everybody? It's been a little while. Life been happening for the good, all for the good. Don't nothing happen to me, it happens for me. So we just been growing my way, uh, being grateful, walking in gratitude, right? I'm saying I'm grateful for something all day, but if I'm not walking in that, then what's that? You know, you can tell a righteous man by the fruit he bears. So if I got these fruits and I'm not using them as tools to walk in gratitude, to pay it forward to somebody else and show them how all of this stuff unfolds, then what I'm doing. I want to tap in, a little thought on my mind this morning. This could be for somebody, whoever. I'm a firm believer where attention goes, energy flows. So, whoever this video is meant to find, it will find. I don't stress things like that. I don't try to make it happen for nobody. It's gonna go where it's supposed to go, where it's designed to go. That's the great thing about the universe. We can't explain how this body right here, this flesh, is designed, and every part in it works like a machine and works together perfectly and works in the universe perfectly. No man can fathom that, right? And I'm a firm believer about that on any scale, whether it be energy, whether it be this video finding who it needs to find, whether it be an interaction or an encounter, whether it be something that needs to be manifested or I want to manifest. So that brings me into my topic, though. I want to talk about manifestation, right? There's an art to manifestation, right? First, you have to be in alignment. That's step one, be in alignment. So I remember times in my life to where I tried so hard to make things happen, and it wouldn't happen. I couldn't get there because the first step was being in alignment, right? If I'm not in alignment, the alignment's the foundation. If I'm not in alignment, I can't build nothing. I have to be in alignment first, and then anything my heart desires will come. People hear that and they like, well, my heart desires this, my heart desires that. You might think your heart desires that, and one time I thought my heart desired something, but I was out of alignment, right? So what I thought I wanted, I didn't want. But once I stepped in alignment, then things started changing for me, and then the once changed because I was in alignment with who I truly was, right? But that's another topic. So yeah, the art of manifestation. I want to talk about. First thing you do, you got to be in alignment, right? Then I can give you topics like some people want to be a husband. Some people yearn for a family and a wife, but not carrying themselves as a husband before they get it. Like, I want a wife, but I'm gonna do all these other things and indulge in these other things that bachelors and single people do, and I'll start acting like a husband when I get a wife. I don't know for everybody else. I can only tell you my truth. That's not how God operates. That's not how divine counsel grants things. That's not how stuff gets approved in your favor, right? If I want something, if I want a wife, then while I'm single, I need to start carrying myself as a husband, right? God is not going to give me nothing until he knows he can trust me with it. Until he knows I'm going to know how to take care of it and be responsible with it, right? So if I'm running around and I'm doing all this single man stuff, but I want a wife, then I had no practice on being a husband. But if I start carrying myself as a husband now, then I'll attract that, the art of manifestation, right? Then I'll attract that because I done already put in the work as a husband before I was physically a husband. It's called planting the seed. It's called watering the seed. Whenever you do that, that will grow, the art of manifestation. If I want kids, I need to start carrying myself as a dad before I get kids, right? So I'll give you an example. So say I find a lady, and we can even go as far as getting married, but we're not having kids. A seed is not being born, but that's what I want, right? Well, am I fully honoring the commitment as a husband and as a mate, as a partner to my lady or a significant other to get in alignment to how a dad carries himself, right? Am I treating everybody else, nieces, nephews, friends' kids, godchildren, am I treating them or carrying myself as a dad in that area to be able to take care of that responsibility when it comes? Am I doing that? Am I putting in the work now before it comes? So say if I got a lady, right, my partner, right, and You know, I'm with her and I'm wanting to be a dad. I want God to bless us with a kid. I want divine counsel to slap that guy. I want to say, approve. This guy knows how to be a dad. He's gonna take care of it. He's gonna secure it. He's gonna treat it right. He's gonna provide. He's gonna protect. But I'm not doing them small measures. I'm not doing, and when I say small measures, not taking away from the relationship. Compared to kids' responsibility, a relationship with my lady is a small measure. So if I'm not being 100% carrying myself how I should, right, with my lady, then how can I expect God to bless me with kids? Then what kind of dad will I be? Does God want to give me a kid if I verbally abuse my lady? Does God want to give me a kid with my lady if I'm not protecting her in all ways? And fellas, don't get it twisted. I'm not talking about ego protected. Of course, you protect your family. It's physically, you know what I mean? But there's a lot more that comes with a man's duty and protection than just the physical, right? There's spiritual, there's mental. Man, it's our job to protect our women's thoughts, bro. Like, women are made of water, right? Women's body, I mean, the numbers vary from my research, 75% water. Then you'll hear like, you're hearing, 75 to 85% water is a woman's body. I don't know the exact. I don't fumble myself with my mind like that with things, knowing the exact. But I know around the bottom, I know enough to know that a woman's body is mainly water, and she has a thing that's called a pH balance, and she creates life out of pure liquid. A woman is so magical, man, and so spiritual that she can take fluid. Her body can take fluid and create a physical person, being, matter out of liquid. But what is liquid in her? She has something that's called a pH balance. So if I'm not mentally, physically, spiritually protecting this woman, nurturing this woman, and her pH balance are going to be off, right? So what kind of state would she be in to actually produce life from that pH balance, from that liquid, into a physical matter, which would be my child, right? So this goes deep. That's another topic too. Hit in the comments if y'all would want me to elaborate just on that topic, because we can go in a 30-minute segment, an hour segment, just off elaborating on that one topic. But I'm just trying to give you the roundabouts and some examples of what I mean by the art of manifestation. So if I'm not doing all of this stuff with my lady, or carrying myself as a dad, if I'm talking to other girls on my lady, if I'm mentally abusing her, if I'm not physically, spiritually, mentally protecting her, then like, what am I going to do with that seed? I'm just going to have a kid that's going to come in this world and that's going to see this man treating his parent, his mother, his or her mother like that. And then what's that gonna do to my seed? That goes on and on. Now what we doing? We developing generational curses, right? We having our seed see with his dad, his or her dad, is the example of treating their mother like, and then, that kid learns that, and that kid becomes thinking that that's okay. That's all the kid knows, right? That this is okay. This is life. I don't know no better. I just know what I see. I know what I'm being taught at home. So like the art of manifestation, if I want to see, man, start treating the blessings like I got, like a dad, and then like watch what God's going to do, man. God ain't going to give you nothing until he can trust you with it and know you're going to take care of it and be responsible with it, right? And, in doing these things, man, if you ever come from a family to where like you've experienced these things, you had parents and you had to watch your mom and dad go through things like that. Or you had to, you had to witness drugs in your environment. You had to witness mental abuse. You had to witness, lack of financial gain, like poverty. And poverty, bro. That ain't just no money. I'm talking about poverty. There's a such thing as internal riches and external riches. Tangible things, external, physical and all of that stuff don't even matter. Like, you can't take it with you. It belongs to God. If I'm not using it as a tool to manifest something for the next person in my life with what I got in the physical, then what am I doing with it? Because I can't take it with me, right? If we witness these things as a kid, then we come into, guess what? A generational curse grabbed us. We raised the way we raised. and it takes a lot of work, a lot of shadow work, a lot of stepping into self, a lot of commitments in attacking things that you know is not right to break generational curses so they don't pass on. Now I'm just giving you the just now. We're gonna wrap it up and kill that about the the relationship and the kids and stuff. It's the art of manifestation. I'm just dropping y'all examples of where I'm going with this here. So yeah, back to the art of manifestation on another situation. So say I want a job, a career. There's this one career, one job, whatever that I want real bad, right? But I don't have it right now. But I want that. I want that. That's something I desire, right? So I got a job that don't pay that much right now, and it's a few dollars or something, say, and it ain't exactly what I want to do, but I'm bringing in a check, and it's the exact money that I want to bring in. My life ain't like, but I do have a job, right? If I start being stand up 100%, man, a good employee all the way around the board, and I ain't talking about just when people's watching the show that I'm doing this. I mean, people can read energy, man. That's one thing about bosses and jobs, bro. They're not bosses for nothing. They work their way up to that. So they can see when somebody's just trying to appease them or this is who you really are. People want to be able to trust you when they're not looking. People want to know that they can go have an easy day. When you upgrading the job, man, that's one thing about that is that, like, the reason you upgrade is people know they can count on you for that position. That their job became easier by giving you this job, right? So, like, if you can be trusted when nobody's looking, right? If this is who you truly are, then, like, man, if you're 100% in a job that pays $8 an hour and you give it all you got and you bust your butt in that, and then you stay consistent on planting seeds and moving forward in a career you want step by step, slow and steady wins the race, man. It's about, like, staying consistent with the commitment you have now, and then once you master that level, like, God's gonna give you more, and then you plant them seeds with pushing forward to what you want next, and you still filling the shoes 100% in what you got now, and then you watering that seed by staying consistent and pursuing that next thing. Man, I guarantee you will get that next thing. But man, it's a journey, not a destination. Slow and steady wins the race. Remember, we gotta plant seeds first. And then we gotta water seeds first. And then, like, my experience from what I'm giving y'all right now is this, right? Things ain't gonna happen how I want them to happen, but it's gonna happen the way it should happen, right? Two things that's for certain in life, right? Don't nothing happen to me, it happens for me, right? And then the ground's always underneath my feet, and either I'm gonna always get what I want or something better, right? So yeah, man, so we got this thing called divine counsel. So look at it as if you're in a courtroom, and you got all the whole courtroom that's gonna make this decision lined up, right? And so this is divine counsel, but these are spirits, these are ancestors, these are angels from God, and they all lined up at this table, and that's what they do all day. They divine counsel, right? Their duty is to observe the seeds you plant, your wants, your needs, right? As you plant the seeds, they're reviewing the seeds you plant. They all examining it and going over in it, and they're seeing your wants and what you like and what your heart desires at the same time. And if you stay consistent in being right with good intentions, treating people right, leading by example, helping others, staying out of self, being of service to others, being of service to life, paying things forward, they're seeing these seeds you planted, and then they're looking at that. My experience from that is whatever seeds I planted and I moved with good intention to the world, when divine counsel started seeing all these things and reviewing my wants, my needs, what I desire, the seeds I'm planting, by the end of that happening and my blessings getting granted and that gavel slap by divine counsel saying it's approved, man, whatever I desired the most that I thought I wanted, that blessing doubled up, bro. Sis, whatever it may be, man. Y'all get the point. That's what's important, man. Yeah, man. So, like, I want you to picture these things in the order of manifestation. I want you to picture there's these spirits, man, these angels of God, however you want to word it, these energies, man, that's here to watch over you, protect you, help you, lead you, guide you, build you, support you, secure you, man. They always up there and they watching. And whatever you do throughout the daily, big or small, whatever you may consider any of that, they're reviewing it, right? They're seeing your works. They're seeing the seeds you plant. They're judging your heart, your intention when you do things. What energy you're trying to. They're reviewing all of these traits of you and all of these wants you need and all these desires and all of these needs you have. And as you continue to plant them seeds and water them seeds, right? Divine Counsel's reviewing it all. And then if you stay consistent in that, I promise you that they're going to double, if not triple, if not even more than that, than what your mind can fathom, what you thought you wanted the most. And they're going to triple that blessing. And you're going to receive it, right? But we got to remember, man, that spirit, God, whatever title you want to give any of this, don't move in time, right? One thing about God, and these spiritual texts will tell you this, right? He always was and he always will be. It's the Alpha and Omega. There's no beginning and there's no end. So what I may think taking a long time in the time of God is nothing but a second, right? The thing about that is, though, am I going to be able to be trusted with this blessing when it comes? Am I going to be able to, if God's going to be able to trust me with this blessing, does he know I'm going to be responsible with it? Does he knows that I'm going to treat it right and not destroy it? Or do I need to pause where I'm at right now and do some shadow work, right? Look in that mirror, accept exactly where I'm at, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and start to grow from that, choose to grow from that so I can get to where I want to be. Look, this is a journey. This is not a destination. You know, God don't operate out of time. So the best way for us not to stress ourselves, not to put too much dip on our chip, not to overload ourselves, not to worry about things, is to be present and remember that God don't operate out of time. I need to be present, right, and accept everything for what it is right now, so I can grow from that. Look, man, it's been a while. So y'all drop in the comments if y'all want to elaborate on any topics in depth from anything I dropped on this video. This is the Art of Manifestation. I hope I gave y'all enough examples on where I'm going with this. Now I used wife, I used wanting a family, I used kids, I used job. I gave y'all a few examples on that. But y'all take that and apply that to any situation in your life that you want to manifest, and I promise you that it will work. In a nutshell, that's the art of manifestation. Peace and love.